What's up, y'all? This is BoxingWave. We got Adonis Superman Stevenson against Andrzej Fonfara tonight on Showtime. Okay, make sure you check that out. Should be a good fight. All right, shouldn't even be a good fight. It should be a devastating, dramatic knockout. All right, early first round. You know, it shouldn't even go into the second round. Okay, for plenty of reasons, and let me explain. All right, Adonis Stevenson is a southpaw, okay? He loves that straight left. He has a lot of power. He's been knocking everyone out with that straight left. He's been knocking out far better opponents than Andrzej Fonfara, okay? He should be knocking this guy out early, okay? Tony Bellew, the movement he had in that fight, you saw the movement. You know, Stevenson had a hard time a little bit early, you know, trying to land that big left hand that he loves to throw over and over again. He's not going to have that problem because Fonfara is going to stand right in front of him, all right? He has little lateral movement. He's going to be moving forwards or backwards. He doesn't fight well on the back foot. What he does have is he has a, you know, a solid right hand, you know, with some power in there. He has a stiff jab. He has a pretty good jab, okay? But his movement and his lack of head movement and his lack of foot movement is going to be the biggest problem. You know, I've seen his fights with Gabriel Campillo where he fought a slick southpaw there, all right? The only problem is Campillo does not have a lot of power. Campillo was winning the whole fight, okay? He was winning the whole fight, and then he got knocked out later in the fight, all right? Another fight, Glenn Johnson. Fonfara beat him, but a lot of people has been beating Glenn Johnson nowadays. Glenn Johnson is very old at this point, and even Glenn Johnson was giving him some work. You know, he didn't have any problem with landing big power punches against this kid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this match is clearly made for Adonis Stevenson to look good. They're trying to put him against Bernard Hopkins later this year. You know, Bernard Hopkins want to unify the titles. Adonis Stevenson has been wanting to fight Bernard Hopkins for a long time now, all right? So they're pretty much giving, you know, Fonfara is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a good fighter. If you go and look at his record and you go back and look at, don't count his earlier losses against him because he's improved a lot since then. This guy started at welterweight, like around welterweight, and he's moved up to light heavy. He's been fighting at light heavy for a long time now. Those earlier fights, he wasn't as good as he is today. I've seen a fight with him and Derek Finley. I know Derek Finley well. I've seen his fight. I've seen a lot of his fights. Not the best fighter, but he's a big, stocky guy. And when Fonfara got knocked out by him, Fonfara was just moving up from welterweight. You know, Derek Finley was a guy that fought. He's like a Darnell Boone. He's like another guy that has a lot of losses, but he fought a lot of good people. I'm sorry. So, you know, last time I seen him fight was against, what's his face? Curtis Stevens. I seen that fight, and he even backed Curtis Stevens up, okay? He even looked much stronger and bigger than Curtis Stevens. Curtis Stevens had to switch it up and he started outbox him a little bit. That's how he won that fight, all right? So you can't really judge him based on his old fights. He's improved, but he's pretty easy to hit. And it was pretty easy for Campillo to hit. Adonis Stevenson is going to land that big left early. I think this will be a devastating first round knockout possibly, okay? Shouldn't go past. The knockout should be within 3 rounds, but my guess is he's going to at least drop him in the first round if he doesn't knock him out, okay? That's my guess. Fonfara has a good jab, like I said, but he doesn't have the movement and the skills to go along with it, you know, overall, all right? So that's my prediction. Really, is nothing to really predict. Stevenson by knockout, possibly first round knockout, and check it out. I mean, there's a couple other good fights on the card. I know Jamel Charlo is fighting Charlie Ota on the card. I forgot who else is fighting on the card, but it's on tonight on Showtime. So definitely check out the fight if you want to see a good knockout. Watch the fight tonight. Adonis Stevenson is gonna knock this guy out real quick, okay? All right, so just leave your comments on the fight, leave your thoughts on the fight, all right? And check you guys later. Peace.